Hello there, I am Pedantic Gamer, and today I'm giving some first impressions on the Killzone 1 HD re-release. Now, unlike most first impression videos, I'm not focusing entirely on the gameplay, and will focus also on what changes, if any, which there indeed have been, are present. The reason for this is I have played through Killzone 1 on PS2 many times, as I imagine many who are interested in this release also have. However, for those who haven't, I shall be doing a review for this release shortly, and I will also give some impressions regarding the gameplay here, just not as detailed as I would have had this been an entirely new release. In this gameplay I'm playing the Battlefields mode, which is essentially the original Killzone 1's multiplayer mode, and can be played by up to 2 people on one console in split screen. Unfortunately, the multiplayer from the original Killzone is not included in this HD re-release, the reason for which has been stated as simply cost, which is understandable as those involved bringing this release to us would have had to rewrite the entire network code apparently to accommodate the new PSN network. This, coupled with keeping servers up, apparently would have it becoming way too costly for it to be feasible. Now, whilst this may be understandable, it is still a definite shame that the online multiplayer component isn't available, especially as it is no longer available in the original Killzone either, as the servers have indeed been shut down there. As for the gameplay, those familiar with Killzone 2 will be right at home with the weighty controls that were toned down considerably for Killzone 3. Some people will like this heavy feel, as I do, but many will absolutely loathe it. In any case, it does take some time getting used to it, but one thing I do love about this heavy feel, especially in Killzone 1, is the sense that your actions have to be more carefully chosen. For example, throwing a grenade takes considerably more time than in most other games, and cannot be cancelled once you have started the action. This means starting to throw a grenade or change weapon at the wrong moment can very quickly put you at a severe disadvantage, and thus enables for a large difference between players to exist. This is something that really shined in the original's releases multiplayer, and once again brings up how sad or unfortunate it is to not have the online component included here, although as mentioned, there are understandable reasons for which. One other area of the gameplay I missed in Killzone 2 and 3 that is present in Killzone 1 is the secondary fire modes that are present. My favourite alternative fire mode being a machine gun that has a secondary fire mode of a shotgun blast. This system of weapons having both a secondary and primary fire mode is simply awesome, especially when combined with the weighty feel that gives each fire mode and different gun a very different and distinct feel. Note, both the primary fire and secondary fire of weapons are reloaded separately, so it is a good idea to turn off the auto reload in the options menu, as you will frequently want to use the secondary fire and immediately use the weapon's primary fire immediately after, which if auto reload isn't turned off, this isn't possible as your character will automatically reload the secondary fire upon using it, which is of course not optimal. In terms of the audio, very little seems to have changed in this transition to this HD re-release. The music is still absolutely phenomenal and composed by the same composer who continued on to do Killzone 2 and 3, and gunfire is satisfyingly beefy whilst not being over the top or too powerful for its own good. On the downside, voices remain very unlocalized in that you hear the voice of the character from all speakers. In my case, I use headphones on both the left and right channel, and no matter where you go relative to the character speaking, you hear his voice to the same degree or in the same manner, so there's no actual direction to it at times, which is a little bit disorienting and rather disappointing that they didn't fix that for this release, although I have a suspicion that it is engine related in this case and thus couldn't be fixed without completely remaking the game, which of course this isn't a remake, it's a re-release in HD. Lastly, I will talk about the visuals. Most notably in this release transition to the PS3 is that it now runs in a smooth 30 frames per second with MSAA at 720p. This stability in the frame rate is the most noticeable improvement present in this HD re-release of Killzone 1, as the original Killzone on PS2 had frequent and very noticeable frame rate drops, and often simply felt as if it was too much for the PS2 to actually handle. So far I've been very impressed with this Killzone 1 HD re-release, and do hope to have a review up for it soon. I've also been considering doing a Let's Play of it, so if you would like to see that, please leave a comment below letting me know. Anyway, if you have picked up Killzone HD, let me know what you think of it in the comments below as well. And that's more or less me done for this video. I do hope you've enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you have. This is Pedantic Gamer, and I do hope to see you next time.